Everybody, I'm going in. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. Back to Rush. A few days ago, I reacted for the very first time to Rush, and it was Tom Sawyer. I got a lot of comments, a lot of support, people, teaching me about the band, and a lot of suggestions. So I'm going to check this one out. It's a big deal, I think, and it is a special request by Sky. Thank you so much for the coffee and the support. So she says here, there are like 7 tracks, but it's still one song, I guess, and takes about 20 minutes of listening time. See you soon. Okay. Well, yeah, this is it like an LP type of thing, or I mean, 7 songs is technically like an album, I would say. I'll try to do a little bit of research at the end. Right now, I don't want any spoilers, so I'm just gonna get right into it. Have never heard this before, and I am new to Rush. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you would like to support my music journey, please take a look at my Patreon over here. It makes a big difference. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on, and let's. Am I recording? Oh, good. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm actually going to read this out loud. I lie awake, staring out at the bleakness of Megadon. City and sky become one, merging into a single plane, a vast sea of unbroken gray. The twin moons, just 2 pale orbs as they trace their way across the steely sky. I used to think I had a pretty good life there, just plunging into my machine for the day, then watching Templavision or reading a temple paper in the evening. My friend John always said it was nicer here than under the atmospheric domes of the outer planets. We have had peace since 2062. 2062, that's going to be in about 37 years, when the surviving planets were band together under the red star of the Solar Federation. The less fortunate gave us a few new moons. I believe what I was told. I thought it was a good life. I thought I was happy. Then I found something that changed it all. Anonymous 2112. Eerie information that I'm reading here. All right. Change of tempo here. Okay, quick pause here. Keep in mind, yeah, this is gonna be a long video, and I'm gonna have to say a lot. So we just watched Overture. I think it was called, the first of 7 songs here. It does sound pretty much like the prelude. What's it called again? The intro to something big, like a bunch of chapters going on. I feel like I'm about to watch Star Wars or something going on, and for the other reaction, people are saying, this is technically progressive rock. In my mind, I see it as exploration rock. I think that's a bit maybe more fitting with how they create this soundscape that really actually takes us to outer space. And yeah, it's just very very juicy with so much instrumentation going on, different beats, different rhythms, changing up the tempo. It keeps your ears entertained, like dun 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 dun. We got this, we got that. It's kind of quick. And at the end, they said, "The meek shall inherit the earth." And now we have the temples of Syrinx. All right. Just quickly, this song so far reminds me a lot of The Sultans of Swing, I think by Eric Clapton. Okay, before we get to Discovery, Yeah, that was okay. Now we have vocals here, very energetic. You know, his voice is so like intense. It's like an alarm, right? You hear that singing and you're like, okay, I have to pay attention. What are you telling me? What's happening here? It's almost like shouting. And he was telling you, no, no, we are the priests of this place, and you will follow our orders. And it sounds very, you know, like demanding. This so far to me, it felt like a combination of like like, I'm gonna like Eric Clapton in terms of like the guitar style, but um the aggressiveness and like the strength of it feels like I'm thinking man, what's the now I'm blanking out. Everyone's watching and I'm blanking out. um what's the name of the band that I'm thinking about, where the singer's like he has a very hallowed be thy name. Oh man, I'm gonna look it up really quick. Otherwise, I cannot continue with the reaction. Can't believe I'm forgetting the name. Iron Maiden. It's actually like one of the lyrics that we just saw in this song said hallowed, and I instantly think of like Hallowed Be Thy Name by Iron Maiden, but it's something like that where they kind of, you know, speed up and have these moments of like storms, and yeah, the singer's voice, it's kind of like the one from Iron Maiden. And I think they're contemporaries. The two bands, Rush and Iron Maiden, existed around, the same time period, different galaxies, of course, but I think the same time. All right, now we move on to Discovery. I like this comic book style as well. The textures of like water, like a stream of water.
What can this strange device be? When I touch it, it gives forth a sound. It's got wires that vibrate and give music. What can this thing be that I've found? See how it sings like a sad heart and joyously
Oh, the presentation. Okay, so discovery of the instrument as we know it, the guitar, so beautifully described, right? The storytelling here, almost like, a child discovering, like ice cream for the first time, right? It's like, man, you lay eyes upon it and you almost like become one with the instrument, spending so many hours of your day, so much time practicing, tweaking, doing things. So I think that's, awesome. It reminds me of my uncle. He's actually a professional flamenco guitar player, and all my life I have seen him, with the guitar, carrying the guitar around, so many guitars and stuff like that. Yeah, this was very soft track in comparison to the previous ones. I like how they each have, a different vibe, identity, and it actually, we're telling a story here. It's very structured. So now we have the presentation. He's going to show the guitar to the priests, I'm assuming. I don't know how they're gonna take it. I My instinct says they're going to turn him away, like they're not going to be happy about this discovery. Maybe they're jealous, or it's like, oh, this is going to have too much power. That's what I'm thinking, because I'm now, this is like a comic book in my head, and there's going to be drama, violence, and all this. But let's tune in.
I know it's most unusual to come before you so, but I found an ancient miracle I thought that you should know. Listen to my music and hear what it can do. There's something here as strong as life. I know that it will reach you. Yes, we know it's nothing new. It's just a waste of time. Have no need for ancient ways. The world is doing fine.
I knew it. I knew they were going to have the boomer mentality, with all due respect. No, it's like I'm thinking how I've heard a lot of songs from the 70s where, it was young people growing up, and they would tell their parents about their music, and they're like, this is just noise. This is nonsense. Like, what are you doing? Listen to something real. So it's the same vibe that I'm getting, because the priest is, a lot older, and he's like, we already had this. We don't need it, right? Stop trying to do too much.
Ways, the world is doing fine. Another toy help destroy. Now the race of man. Forget about your silly web. It doesn't fit the plan. Oh, I can't believe you're saying these things just can't be true. Our world could use this beauty. Saying, oh, I can't.
The change of tone in his voice, sounding like he's screaming, like so intense, and now like a more gentle, youthful voice, right? Back and forth.
Believe you're saying these things just can't be true. Our world could use this beauty. Just think what we might do. Listen to my music. Hear what it can do. There's something here that's as strong as
He's going crazy. So, as suspected, they have rejected the idea of the instrument. And I wonder what he's going to do now, moving on to Oracle the Dream. But this track, it feels um, very important in the whole, storyline here. Like, this is, I think, it was the turning point, and so many things came together. Man, this is really like more than it's more than music, really, because we have the visuals, we have the storytelling, we have like the cinematic aspect, and I feel like you could literally turn this into a film. Man, I am like I'm submerged. I feel like I'm watching like some sort of a series. It's like, okay, next chapter, what's gonna happen? That guitar solo, that was insane. And maybe it didn't have like the weight that it would have if it was just in a standalone song. The fact that it was just like kind of a transition there. But I think it was hard. I think if you put that in just to like an independent song, then people will be like, oh man, this is one of the best guitar solos, because it was crazy. The drums as well, very quick, very heavy. Yeah, there's a lot. I'm gonna continue here. Oracle the Dream. So did he? I think at the end he destroyed the guitar. So what's gonna happen?
I wandered home through silent streets and fell into a fitful sleep. Escape to realms beyond the night. Dream, can't you show me light? I stand atop a spiral stair, and Oracle confronts me there. He leads me on light years away through astral nights, galactic days. I see the works of gifted hands that grace the strange and wondrous land. I see the hands of men arise with hungry mind and open eyes.
He came to Earth, to planet Earth, as we know it, the beautiful land. All right.
They left our planets long ago. The elder race still learn and grow. Their power grows with purpose strong to claim the home where they belong. Home to tear the temples down. Home to change.
That was quick. Man, this is like the fastest 20 minutes ever. Um so he was obviously, feeling bummed out after what happened with the priest and the guitar. So he came to an oracle, like a some sort of sage or spirit, and he showed him a different land, right? constellations light years away, and it seemed like it was planet Earth, right? And so maybe he's gonna establish himself here. I don't know. It's a bit fuzzy, right, to understand, but and that was probably the fastest segment yet. And now we go on to the soliloquy. Okay, haven't seen that word in a while.
The sleep is still in my eyes, the dream is still in my head. I heave a sigh and sadly smile and lie a while in bed. I wish that it might come to pass, not fade like all my dreams. Just think of what my life might be in a world like I have seen. I don't think I can carry on this cold and empty life.
I'm getting the chills.
My spirits are low in the depths of despair. My lifeblood spills over.
The grand finale. Let's just get into it. The way that kind of wrapped around my head. of the attention all planets of the Solar Federation. I think that's where he was at when the story started. So did he like travel to another planet and then, you know, the civilization, the army from that planet go back to his planet and take over the whole Solar Federation, that kind of thing? Man, the standout here, there's so many things, but I'm gonna have to say the storytelling. This is, the foundation of what I have just listened to. First things first, we hit the like. I am subscribed, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. This was a trip. A serious journey, and it was musical. It had like moments of reflection. Other times it was like, okay, this is just straight up rock and roll. And other times of like mystery of what's gonna happen. This really had it all. This was very is like a masterpiece of musical composition, in terms of exploration rock. Um Man, what can I even say? What year did this came out? I'm trying to think in my head based on the sound. I'm gonna guess 1977. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Let's see. I'm gonna do a quick research here. Rush 2112 released date. Oh my god, 1976. I was so close. Man, at this point, I've been reacting to so much music that I can kind of tell, when the songs came out based on the different genres, instrumentation going on. So Rush released their landmark fourth studio album 2112 on April 1st, 1976, and that would be 4/1 1970. I was trying to think if maybe it kind of matched something with 2112. Recorded at Toronto Sound Studios in February 1976, this album served as the band's commercial breakthrough, overcoming the disappointing sales of their previous record and becoming a cornerstone of progressive rock. Okay. I'm thinking about Star Trek. Was this album maybe inspired a little bit by Star Trek? Because I think it came out around that same time period. Star Trek released date. Oh, 1976? 10 years prior? Okay. Well, because for me, like the late 1960s and the 70s, they were a big time for space, and astronauts going to the moon, different planets is like the theme was very strong at that time. Not so much anymore, right? Every decade and every time period goes through like different trends. Right now, I think it's AI. I'm gonna go with AI. But okay, I thought there were maybe some influence based on how this is very strongly based off of exploration of space, the different planets, the civilizations. You got the priests over here, but this different species is gonna do that, and now they're taking over. And in the middle of that, it's like he found the guitar, just plain and simple, right? The original acoustic guitar, one of the most beautiful instruments, and how it kind of changed the course of history. Yeah, this was insane, guys. I can go on and talk about this for a long time, but I just don't want to make this video too long. I'll definitely keep reacting to more Rush and dive deeper into their catalog, each song, I can understand how these songs have to come together in a presentation like this one. I mean, some of them can probably stand on their own, but it just makes sense like when you see them back to back. I would say my favorite part here in terms of, the sound was, I think it was Soliloquy, the fifth song perhaps. The guitar solo in that, I was like, man, I got the chills, the hair standing up on my arms. It's like, this is amazing. And you just close your eyes and you feel it. And I'm feeling it now because I'm a big fan of rock, and ever since I was little, I kind of, you know, not necessarily like grew up with that music, but uh, it just kind of came to me. I don't know, just I've been listening to good music, people around my life showing me the music, and so I can see the impact. It kind of reminds me of the first time I heard Stairway to Heaven, right? I was like, wow. I don't know, I was probably like 11, 12 years old. It's like, this is blowing my mind. So I could see how if you're a kid growing up in 1976 and you hear this, right? You're like, what did I just discover? And I am discovering it now. And it's why I'm so happy and grateful to have created the Classics channel, where I go back to these decades. Some of the songs I know I have already heard a ton, others I have never heard, like this one. And I just want to continue doing this for as long as I can, keep exploring, going back to those years. And so thank you guys for, showing me this music and leading me, on the right path. So please stay tuned, subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.